impressive Liu and Tan can be. 6-3 on the head-to-head in the Chinese pair's favour, but maybe more tellingly, they've won the last 5, all in straight games. Most recently, the World Tour final in December.
It's red.
The other 4 were also semi-finals,
right.
and one of those was the Olympic
receive.
Games in Paris.
Tan to serve.
So they've had the evil eye over Matsuyama and Shida for a while. Ranked 3 in the world, they are seeded 3. That ranking of 2, their highest ranking was a couple of years ago, but more than that now actually. Olympic bronze in Paris after their semi-final defeat against this Chinese pair. Haven't won a title actually, Matsuyama and Shida, for 16 months. That was the China Masters. They've lost in 4 finals since. It means they've been on 11 World Tour titles for a little while. They did win the All England. That was 3 years ago, and they were runners-up here 12 months ago as well. What about their progress then this week to this semi-final match? There you see it. Haven't really been troubled. Straight games all the way. Nothing more than 40-odd minutes. This, however, is going to be the toughest test yet by some margin. Just an historic start to Liu and Tan's career. Only 20 and 21 respectively. Ranked 2 in the world. They were up at number 1 back in October of last year. Of course, they won that Olympic silver in Paris, and maybe in hindsight they'll think they ought to have won the gold. They had 2016 in the first game and lost it. 10 World Tour titles in 2 years. 6 of them last year, including their first Super 1000, which was the Malaysia Open. And what about their progress through to the semis? Well, there you see it.
Ready to play.
Very similar to their opponents, really. If you're with us yesterday, you'll have seen them beat Choli and Pulele without too many alarms. Dominic Cadera of England's in the umpire's chair, and he'll be assisted by Amanda Ballon, who is our service judge. There she is.
Liu, Tan.
Stand by then for the umpire introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Nami Matsuyama and Chiharu Shida, Japan. And on my left, Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning, China. Tan Ning to serve to Chiharu Shida. Level. Play.
So here we go then, first women's double semi. The other one is in our second session later on today. easy put away for starters for Chiharu Shida.
Service over. 1 love.
They got off to a bit of a sluggish start yesterday, didn't they, Chris, Liu and Tan, against the Indian pair, but that sluggishness didn't last that long.
Yeah, I think it was you're right, it was a combination. They came out a little bit slow, and to be fair to the ladies from India, they did start really well, Jolly and Palela, but I think they did then struggle, obviously, as the match went on. Chinese just got better and better. Defense from Japanese.
That was in by a long way.
Service over. 2-1.
Brilliant defense here.
Yeah, I think we might be seeing quite a lot of this afternoon, this match.
You can see as well from that angle how short the lifts were. The Chinese were all over it, but just brilliant defenses. Speed there. So quick to come forward. Matsuyama. Goes in there. Clever shot into the gap. Speed, they're a very quick pair, probably the quickest pair in the world. It's an area that it is difficult for the Chinese. Chinese are incredible players and great skill and really good in the mid-court, but the Japanese can inject more pace in their legs and make the rallies quicker.
This tip.
5-1. Sorry. Liu Xingshu challenges called out.
Well, I think the umpire didn't quite spot initially that they wanted to challenge it. Don't think it's going to work for them, though, I've got to say.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
And rather like yesterday, find themselves a little way adrift in the early stages here.
Play.
The other thing that's really impressive, the Japanese haven't actually played any tournaments this year. Last time they met each other was the World Tour Finals, and the Chinese won very comfortably, surprisingly comfortably, 21-7, 21-14 in only 47 minutes, which for ladies doubles is very quick. This is quite astonishing, 8-1 after only 4 minutes. The Japanese literally have not put a foot wrong. They've been really solid, phenomenal in defence. They've had great injections of speed, good variation in the early part of the rally when they're serving.
The only thing I'd say, and it certainly doesn't explain the 10-1 scoreline, but I think of the various different conditions we play in throughout the year, I'm not sure this is the most conducive to the way Lewintown play. Fairly slow out there. And so I think their power gets maybe negated a little bit. But that said, certainly did not expect a 10-1 scoreline.
Service over, 2-10.
That one did check the line. Plus that one from Lou. Well, the comeback's on. 10-1 to 10-5. And with these two, you would never put anything past them.
Definitely. Just because they are, you know, when they're on, they're so good. So fast around each other.
11-5 then. We've only played for 7 minutes. And the Japanese out to a very nice lead. Well, he looks pretty relaxed, doesn't he, Alex Lanier? He'll be up next, the Frenchman, in the second men's singles semi-final, taking on Liu Xiaohao of Chinese Taipei. And that match will be immediately after the conclusion of this women's doubles.
11-5. Play.
At the net, Shida.
Just the speed. Yeah. keep going on about it, but almost twice as fast as the Chinese, and they're taking everything early. They're just putting stress and pressure on them from the speed at which they are moving around each other and how early they're taking it. You know, she's taking it early. She's in actually a good position. She didn't really miss it, but the Japanese are kind of doing everything right at the moment. Very hard for the Chinese to actually control what's going on in the rally. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
46.
On it so early, I'm not sure we're going to get a replay of it, but the turn is a little bit loose, going in a slightly upward direction, but so quick on it. Matsuyama.
Well, way more unforced errors than we're used to with the Chinese crowd, that's for sure.
Yeah, and for me it comes because when you've got kind of the relentless pressure, when you've got players moving that feels like warp speed around you, it just causes that extra bit of stress, which leads to the, and you're right, it is. We're seeing a few more indecisions, cheaper mistakes, uncertainty on which shot to play.
Service over. 7-16.
So far, it looks like the Japanese have made the right choice. You know, they haven't played anything at all this year. This is their first tournament this year. They didn't play anything since the tour finals. Perfect. Oh my God, it's just a masterclass out there in a minute. And often, you know, you can play at a very high caliber when you're playing an opponent that you are better than or that isn't quite at your level. But the Japanese are doing this against possibly the best pair in the world. Chinese are ranked 2 at the moment, but next week they could well be world number 1.
Service over. 8-17.
Level up because it's just so solid, so quick round each other. See there, the Chinese not really getting an opportunity, but snatching at the possibility of an opportunity. if Matsuyama's made any mistakes at all so far in this first game.
Well, there haven't been many from either of them. A few more from those two. So here are, astonishingly, 12 game points
20.
for the Japanese pair.
8.
Rather challenging, I guess, because
out.
they've got a couple of challenges in hand, but looked like it was wide.
Challenge unsuccessful.
That's the first mistake
Service
Matsuyama had in the
over.
whole of the first game so far, and that's why she probably challenged. She was surprised she actually made a mistake. She's been absolutely exceptional. I mean, they both have. It's been a
20.
total masterclass so far.
Play.
Well, that was pretty conclusive, as was the scoreline in the first game, 21-9. Who on earth would have forecast that in the Japanese pair's favour? It's only taken a quarter of an hour. Potential shock on the cards here. 1-love, they lead.
Second game. Level. Play.
Following on from the first game, I'm going to be honest, I've not seen every single game that Matsuyama's played in her life, because that's a lot. But if there's a better one than she played in the first game, I would be surprised.
Did a little dance after that,
Yeah.
one, didn't she?
Celebration dance.
Well, everything's going for them at the moment.
You know, and this is the thing about momentum. And positivity and belief. You know, the Chinese, they're sort of questioning everything. They're doubting everything. I mean, Shida, I don't even know how she took one of the shots she played. I don't think she even knew she played it. Describe how well they're playing. I think the Chinese are a special pair. I've said so many, you know, encouraging, positive things about them because I really believe they're the future of ladies doubles. They have so many special gifts, but at the moment the Japanese are, I don't even know, you know, the levels above. They're absolutely exceptional. Indecision there, and it all comes from the constant pressure. The Japanese aren't doing anything wrong. They're not giving any chances for the Chinese.
Well, especially when you consider that the Chinese pair have beaten the Japanese pair in the last 5 meetings, all in straight games, which makes this scoreline hugely surprising.
Yeah, and they obviously had that really tough one to take in regards to the Olympic semi-final. I know the Japanese did end up getting the bronze medal, but it's obviously a tough one when you lose in the... So, no, I mean, I've experienced that. Oh, that's a good cutout. Could that be the start of something for the Chinese?
Well, they need to find some inspiration from somewhere. Either that, or they need their opponent's level to drop significantly.
Well, one thing's for sure, the Japanese cannot get any better. It's not possible, I don't think.
Well, there's a quick challenge here from Lu and Tan.
I mean, I don't think there's any way anyone could actually tell because it was a big smash, and I mean, Solandra's got this right. It's an incredible call.
Well, they had their hand up very quickly.
Yeah.
Which sometimes means they've got a firm opinion, and it's flush on the line.
These line judges, poor guys. There's no way anyone before this would have said after 23 minutes the Japanese would be 21-9, 5-1 up.
5-1. Play.
I've run out of words because I've said probably every nice word I think I've got in my vocabulary, but both of the Japanese are just, even when they possibly play the wrong shot, they get themselves out of trouble. And it's so calm and composed away here. She makes it look easy. It's just absolutely incredible at the moment.
Oh, an immediate challenge. It was called out. She was actually celebrating it before she heard the call. So clearly it was always going to challenge it on that basis. Well, she was celebrating prematurely.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
The only thing they haven't been exceptional at, the Japanese, is their challenges.
Yeah. And if that's your only Achilles heel, you're not doing badly.
Service over. 2-6. Play.
Lifts from the Chinese are short. Every single one you can see. Japanese are quite far in front of the front rear tram line.
Well, Liu and Tan are not used to being on the end of this kind of treatment. I promise you that. Kind of almost like you're waiting for the comeback to start.
And maybe just seeing something.
Service over. 4-7.
They want when it feels like maybe the momentum is not changing, but it's getting a bit more even. It's one of those comfortable mistakes. They're in a good position. The shuttle's coming up to them on balance.
Defensive masterclass, hasn't it?
Honestly, it's incredible. There were two there. I don't know how Matsuyama got them back. That one and that one. But she's under so much pressure because she's got to cover the whole court because her partner's pretty much out of the game.
Well, I mentioned this wretched record they've got from their point of view against the Chinese. Never going to have a better chance to put that to bed a little bit. A game up at 9-5.
Service over. 5-9.
The way that sport works. I mean, up to this point, they've been clearly the superior pair. If they were to lose this second game, I think Liu and Tan would be massive favourites for the decider, just purely psychologically.
Yeah, and I think this is a big thing now. The Chinese obviously trying to reel them back in. Shida there's frustrated because she knows it's a mistake that she definitely didn't make in the first. Said a few 4 or 5 points ago, I could feel that just starting the tide to turn. Now we're seeing that.
Well, the Chinese right back in this now. All of a sudden, there's a few errors coming from Japanese rackets.
Yeah, and this is the thing. They were, you know, I've said it so many times, they couldn't have played any better. They were riding that wave. They were a 10 out of 10. And the difficult thing is sometimes when the level drops just a little bit, it drops that bit more because you're expecting to still be as exceptional as they were. Chinese have just managed to reel them back in.
Service over. 9-10.
Well, that time the admirable defence came from the Chinese pair. They're on terms, and all of a sudden there's a shift in the momentum in this semi-final.
And it's amazing how a game can turn around. It only takes a couple of points, and it did in that first kind of the early-ish part when the Chinese, you could feel something was happening. They were starting to get a bit of rhythm, a bit of flow. Great shot.
Right on the line. And they go to the interval with a 1-point lead. Well, while we take a break in the women's singles, we're going to show you a few shots of Li Xiaohao of Chinese Taipei. He's going to be the opponent for Alex Lanier in our final match in session 1. There's the second men's singles semi-final for the right to play the world #1 Shi Yuqi in tomorrow's final. Should be a good one. Li versus Lanier directly after the end of the women's singles, women's doubles.
Great serve, good cut out. First 3 or 4 shots of the rally. No, it's not a good return in that situation. It's a great serve, but I do think Chinese are so strong in that area, but they haven't been given that chance today.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, and that is a big point. You're totally right there, Kevin, because there's no way the Japanese really should have won that point. They're in all sorts of trouble. But they're just managing to get it back.
Service over. 11-13.
Hear the crowd getting really involved in this match now.
is. So short that last lift. .92 shots.
Having to work so hard for every point. (14-11), but definitely not safe. Could have 20-11 against Lewin Tan. You wouldn't put your house on it against the comeback. Matsuyama serving, and excellent return.
Yeah, really clever return, steps in, puts in a really awkward position to pick it up. Just in between the two players, really well placed. Brilliant. That shot quality there was incredible from Shida, and really well placed on the final attack. That shot was brilliant, the quality of it. Great return again. Maybe what we haven't seen enough of from the Chinese, because they're so good in the first 3 shots of the rally. It's full credit to Japanese, because the Chinese haven't been given that possibility. Yep, she has missed, and it is an important part of the match, but she's got to not panic. Everybody will make a mistake at some point. They're doing the right stuff, the Japanese. She's in a good position.
Back within a point then, Lewin Tan.
See, the problem is there, just both of them obviously going for it. That's all it is. But again, you know, I wouldn't panic if I was them.
There were a couple of glances between Liu and Tan as that shuttle speared between them.
Yeah, Tan was sure that Liu was going to intercept that one. Comes forward here, there, and then just leaves it. You can see Tan's just got that confusion of almost what happened there.
Yours, mine, sorry. And a 2-point gap again.
Again there for me, the Japanese. I think Shida's got that. Matsuyama, I think she's kind of invading her space, as it were. She wants it, but it's not hers. Like, reaching across there. I feel Shida's got that. I think Matsuyama's realised with the expression there.
Wow, what a time to do that. Yeah. That's pressure.
18-16.
That's all it is.
And that is quite a long way in the net. The out wide serve's been working really well. Matsuyama. What a match this lady's had.
2 points away.
I'd love to know what she's been doing training-wise, because obviously she hasn't played a tournament for approximately a month. She must have been on some phenomenal training camp. Sorry, I said she hasn't played tournament for a month. Apologies, I meant 3 months. I was so engaged in the match.
Well, it might not last much longer, because 4 match points now for the Japanese pair.
Service over. 17-20.
That is it. And they end the run of 5 straight defeats against the Chinese pair. And they've done it emphatically in straight games. And they're into tomorrow's final. I've got to say, that's one of the best performances from Matsuyama and Shida I've seen for a long time.
100%, and in the first game they were unplayable. They were so good. Second game, just about managed to hang on. But yeah, truly incredible performance in the Japanese. Rightly so, soaking up the incredible atmosphere in here.
And it was really appreciated in the arena here. Second game in particular was compelling, when the Chinese were kind of on the verge of a comeback. They never quite materialised.
The defence even there from Shida, like some of the stuff they got back.
Sheer exhilaration for those two, and we will see them in tomorrow's final. (21-9, 21-17, 46 minutes was the official match time. Well, they don't yet know even who they're going to face in tomorrow's final, because that second semi is in our second session here, and that starts at 5 o'clock local time. One more match in our opening session, and it should be a good one. Men's singles, Li Xiaohao against 20-year-old Alex Lanier in a couple of minutes. You are watching the 115th edition of the All England Championships from Birmingham in central England, the oldest professional badminton tournament of them all. We've had some drama here today on semi-final Saturday, and we may have more to come, because our final match in this session is a men's singles semi, Li Xiaohao against Alex Lanier, who's been arguably the story of the competition so far. We know that the winner will face Shida, who came